this project began, it was unclear what kind of blog or diary would come from it. Philosophical, straight travelogue, just rambling about whatever comes to mind. It seems circumstance will answer it eventually. The jury's still out, but probably it will be the latter. As you can hear, Mother Nature is working, and also Mother Non-Nature with all the traffic going by. I'll explain that later. Anyway, the day did not go well. In particular, was an heavy overstock pack. I didn't prepare properly, but I didn't know how to prepare. And so, what the heck? New equipment, old man, learning curve. My legs felt like rubber at a couple of points there. But what I was thinking about as I was walking was so many people have used the word adventure about this trip, and thus far it's just a venture, just the E-N-T-U-R-E alone, and it's very young with that. Hopefully tonight it won't change because there's some special circumstances. You see, in camping there's a 100-foot rule on food. When you get in your tent at night, you're supposed to take your food at least 100 feet away, hang it over the limb of a tree out of the reach of wild animals. Okay, it makes perfect sense. You don't want to put it in the tent with you because animals will want to get in the tent with you. I mean, that's just common sense, Wild animals, hungry, smell food, they show up. Unfortunately, I'm going to say it's grassland. The bushes are about 3 feet tall at the most, and the closest tree that could fit the description here, I think, is about 3/4 of a mile away. I'm guessing on that one. So basically, there are two choices: either hang the food on a 4-foot tall barbed wire fence post, or bring in the tent with me. Bringing in the tent with me means I may have to defend it, but at least they won't drag it off in the night, so it's a toss-up. We'll see how defensive I need to be. I don't think there are bears around here because it's a grassland, but there are coyotes because I saw one hit on the road. Oh well. Now, as for the noise in the background here, wind. It has been an interesting day for weather. When I got up this morning, it was fairly chilly, 40s, little bit of breeze. And that was the way most of the walking was, except for a couple of times that we had very slight hail. I wouldn't even call it hail. It was just puny little things. Maybe frozen rain. I don't know. But it didn't last long. It lasted most of the day. But finally, when I decided, okay, I think it's time to put up a tent. My legs can't go any further. The weather started to change. I laid down at one point and had a nap. Not very long before I had a dream. I'll discuss here. It wasn't erotic though. But the sun came out while I was napping, and I thought, well, that's nice. So anyway, I managed to walk a little further, and then finally said, okay, I got to put the tent up. I got to have a sleeping pad. I got to get out of the elements, so to speak. I want to tell you though that when you are putting up a new tent, no matter how many times you put it up indoors or in your backyard, this first time out in the open, I was dealing with 15-mile-an-hour winds that were gusting to 25. That's the noise you're hearing here. There's a lot of flapping, which is not so bad. But I am spending my actual first night sleeping in this tent, and the road's 30 yards away, and the wind is really here. I think they said there was supposed to be a temperature of 27 tonight, which is okay. I got 20-degree sleeping bag. I've got other accoutrements. I don't anticipate any trouble. It's supposed to be dry, so I think we'll be fine. You may notice the cartoon looks a little funny today. That's because I couldn't hold it down anywhere. In order to shoot the picture, I had to put it in the tent and shoot the picture of the cartoon. It's a little odd. I've got a feeling future cartoons being shot, when they're written on a daily basis, hopefully, and then I have to shoot a picture of them and post them. And there's going to be some funny circumstances with this. I don't know how some are going to turn out, but we'll see. Anyway, well, the nature of this diary is still unclear. There was one thing it was not supposed to be, and that was photographic. And so the first day I broke that rule. To answer your question, if you have looked at the picture, no. He, assuming he was a he, those brush strokes in the sign did not look like a woman's work. I mean, Frida Kahlo, come on, no. Gertrude Stein, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, all the great women artists. I don't know who, but they didn't look like it. Anyway, he did not come out to offer me the dinner he had. There was no house near. I mean, literally no house near, none in sight. And it's a shame because I would like to have met and talked to him and maybe his family. Just a question. Argentine beef? We're in beef country. And soybeans? Which probably comes to the Middle East? Just like everything else seems to? Anyway, see you tomorrow. Damn phone button, why doesn't it go off?